What is the biggest concern heading into next season? Can I go first real quick? I'm going to go first real quick.
It's your turn.
To me, it's the other edge of the Trey Lance coin. It's the fact that they didn't play him last year. It's the fact that he's a redshirt rookie, and he hasn't played much in the last couple of years. And so what was the biggest problem with 2021? They started 3-5, and they had this tremendous comeback, and it just came up a little short. But what they had to do to make up for that hole they put themselves in was win all those games on the road. It's exhausting. You can't do it. And I'm worried that since they didn't actually prepare Trey Lance very much in his rookie year, for whatever reason, he's going to come in and they're going to have another slow start like they did last year, start 3-5 and catch their stride, like figure it out. But it's just a little too much, too hard, too little, too late. That's my biggest concern heading into next season. What's yours?
Defensive backs. I mean, This is an issue that we have every year since, I don't know, since 5 years from now. I have seen some sparks from our rookie cornerbacks. I have seen some sparks from the safeties, but that's not enough. I mean, it's a pass-oriented league with developing passers, with a new generation of quarterbacks who are greater threats than ever before, than defense is ever seen from a quarterback. So they are just amazing guys, and that's why I do think that we have to improve our secondary.
I agree. One more concern. Kyle, how's he going to use Lance? Is he going to try to hide Lance? Is he going to be confident? Is he going to have confidence in Lance? Is he going to use Lance the way he used Jimmy and basically try to hide him as much as possible? Or, so there's that. I mean, is it going to work with Kyle? And will he even know how to call plays with call games with Trey Lance? Because it seemed like he didn't figure it out until the last half of the second start. That first start with Arizona was a damn shame. I don't know what the hell that was. So I think we're all concerned. Like, don't do that ever again, ever. That's one. And then two, even if Kyle figures it out, this is my biggest concern with the Niners every year. Even if Kyle figures it out, has everything working, he's got the quarterback going great, he's got Debo going great. If they're up 10 in the fourth quarter at the end of the season, is Kyle going to blow it again? Because he's blown it when he had the MVP of the league in Atlanta. I mean, he had everything in Atlanta. That offense was record-breaking, and he found a way to blow a 25-point lead in the second half. So, to me, it's like he can never have a team that's so good that is Kyle-proof. You could have the best team in the league, and he could find a way to make it about himself and blow it at the very end. So even if Trey Lance has a great season, MVP season, Debo Samuel plays 17 games, Bosa's back, will Kyle get in the way at the very end like he's done 3 freaking times in his career? I'm serious. The team could be the best team in the league, but my concern is still Kyle at the end, Kyle at the finish line. Because it's like, if this were a relay, he's the dude with the baton at the very end who sprains his ankle with 10 yards to go and can't get it. Like, what happened, man? Again? You couldn't get it's right there.
I had the same issues with Sean McVay when we were heading to this season, because I do thought that he just have the same mistakes that Kyle has.
Right.
They just like to suffer, to make themselves suffer during games, because they just can't handle if they have a big lead and they switch back to way too much conservativeness and they just blew it up. And something happened to Sean in the playoffs and they made it.
Yeah.
And
I'll give Sean credit. Sean and Stafford, whenever they needed anything with the season on the line, where's Cooper Kupp? Get the ball to Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp got the ball. And Kyle, to me, what Kyle's big problem is, and this happened again in the Super Bowl, couldn't get the ball to Debo with the season on the line. Kyle, instead of saying, okay, this is where it all comes down to this, my job is to let Debo be the hero. Debo's been the hero all season. It's not about me. All my job is to get the ball to Debo and let him do what he's been doing. But what he does is he overthinks it. He goes, everyone thinks I'm going to Debo here. Everyone knows I'm going to Debo here. So I'm going to call a play for Jermichael Hasty. It's like, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Wow. Let the best player on the field be the star. It's not about you, Kyle. And so You did what you did. You lost, and Debo's crying on the sideline. Like, I don't understand what just happened. I could have won this game for this team. I had it in me. I've done it. I did it so many times this year. But for some reason, I mean, this Debo in Dallas just gives the coach a look and says, I got you. And Kyle's like, all right, cool. And it works. But with the season on the line, there's nothing Debo can do to get your attention. What did he have to do? What did he have to do? Does he have to call his own plays, Kyle? That's my concern. Kyle.
Well, somehow I feel for Kyle, and I can understand his decisions because, when you have a guy, you have a guy like Debo or Cooper Cup, you have a great weapon, and everybody is expecting that you will use that great weapon against them. And he was just trying to do something else to make them confused or things like that. It didn't end up well.
Because in Green Bay, why'd they win? 3rd and 7. What are we going to do? Hand off to Debo. Everyone knows you can't stop it. 9-yard game. You can't stop it. But all of a sudden you lose we can't get the ball to Debo. They're expecting it. The whole league has been expecting it all year, and they couldn't freaking stop it. You stopped it. You stopped it. The only person in the NFL this year who could stop Debo Samuel was Kyle Shanahan. End of story. He's the one.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I understand your point.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I have to say that Kyle improved as well this year.
He did.
And you have to admit it.
He absolutely did. Man, he couldn't miss the second half of the season.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, man, he's not going to blow it. If he has a lead, he's not going to blow it. And then he did. And that's why I keep going back like, man, you got to question everything you think you know about this guy, man. No matter how many strides he'll make, he can revert at the very end. It's like,
when I was watching the Rams game at home, I just wasn't excited. When we were in the lead after the half, I was thinking that, okay, Kyle is going to blow it up. And he did. And people around me asked me that why I am so okay with that, because I was expecting that. I mean, this season was a miracle in a lot of things. Yeah. And you have to feel great about that miracle that happened with this team, with us, because I do think that 49ers gave hope to us in a lot of different ways this season, because they proved that you can do whatever you want if you want it.
True.
And work for it. And just like the Bengals did it.
Yeah.
This season.
Rich says biggest concern is fear the unknown with Lance on the right side of the O-line. True. The O-line, they need to that's the biggest weakness of the team. Who told Kyle Trey was a fullback? Just saying, I know, man. That is a concern.
That's a good question.
Don't do that anymore.
That's a good question.